What's going on YouTube? DOAKABONDS Urban Tech Reviews, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you the first 10 things that I think you should do with your Samsung Galaxy S8 or your Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Now the first thing that I suggest that you do would be to change your max resolution. And when you get into the settings, you go to display. That wasn't display. You go into the display, and then when you get to display, it has screen resolution. You go into screen resolution, and it's usually on FHD, which is full HD, which is 2220 by 1080, and you want to move it all the way up to WQHD, which is 2960 by 1440. So you want to move it all the way up there. I recommend that because if you get a phone of this nature, you want it to run at its max settings. Number two is in performance mode. So in performance mode, you don't want to be in optimized, which I know is recommended. You want to be in high performance. So if you're in high performance, you cannot change the max resolution. So make sure in order to change the max resolution, you got to go into performance mode and change it. Number three on the list would be to change your phone's themes. So in order to do that, you go into the settings, you go into wallpapers and themes. When you get in there, you go to themes, which is down here. And the theme that I have on is material black. So you just go to the search bar, you put in, you see it's right here, material black, but you just type in material black and it'll change everything on your theme from whatever you have it to black. So this will be black, everything will be black. Number four on the list will be to change your phone's animation scale. The first thing you got to do in order to do that is you have to go into About Phone, and then you go down to, I think it's build number, and you click that, and then you click it until developer mode pops up. So you'll get this little notification down here saying developer mode popped up. Scroll down to the bottom and developer options will be down here. Now in developer options, you scroll down until you'll see a tab. You'll see window animation scale, transition animation scale, animator duration scale. You'll see those three. Now those things are set to animation scale to 1 times. I turn them off because I don't think you need them, and it kind of makes your phone, well, it does make your phone move a lot faster if you turn them off. So I turn them off. Some people put them on 0.5. I recommend turning them off. The next tip that I suggest that you do, go into the security settings. Put some type of security on your phone, and then you go down to lock screen and security, and then there's a couple different kind of security locks that you can put on your phone. You can do the pattern, you can do fingerprint, you can do iris, you can do face recognition. I'm personally an iris fan, and I like the pattern. I don't like the fingerprints either because I don't like reaching to the back of the phone to try to unlock the phones. The next thing that I suggest you do is to remove your apps button. Now you see right here in my layout, I have 5 apps, but if you have the apps button on here, then you only get 4 across the bottom, and you get an apps button. Now the reason I remove the apps button is because if you want to get to the apps, you just swipe up. You know what I mean? So you swipe up and you go right to your apps, or you swipe, whatever way you get to your apps. So the way to do that is you go into the settings, you go to display, and then you go into home screen, apps button. Now it gives you 2 options. It says show apps button and hide apps button. I prefer to hide the apps button because then you get 5. Like I say, you get 5 across the bottom instead of 4. See right here, it even gives you a thing. You get 5 apps across the bottom, and if you show the apps button, you get 4, and then you get the apps button. The next thing that I suggest you do when you get your Samsung Galaxy S8 or your Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus is to change the navigation bar color. The way to do that is you go into the settings, you go to display, you go down to the bottom, or close to the bottom, where you see navigation bar. Click navigation bar, and you can apply the current theme, and that's what turned it black. But you can change it. See, Change it to white. You got this blue right here. You got pink. I don't know if y'all can really see it from there. Y'all not really getting no color. Now the next thing that I suggest you do is to disable the Bixby button. Some people like Bixby, some people don't. I'm not one of those people that like Bixby. So pinch the home screen. And when you pinch the home screen, you get this to pop up. You scroll all the way to Bixby. There's a little button to turn it on or turn it off. Now the next tip, or the next thing that I suggest that you do when you get your Samsung Galaxy S8 or S8 Plus is to enable SOS messages. Now what this will do, it could potentially save your life in a life-threatening situation. Now some people might get kidnapped. Some people just might be in a dangerous situation where you need emergency services ASAP. So the way to do this, go to the settings. You go to privacy and emergency. And then you go to send SOS messages. So you click that. So when you turn this on, you agree to the terms and services. So what you do is you add emergency contacts. So somebody who you know is going to answer their phone, somebody who you know is going to respond, somebody who you know is going to help you in a potentially life-threatening situation. So you add those contacts in there. So say it was your mom, it was your girl, it was your brother, your sister, your cousin, whoever. That's who you would add into the SOS contacts. So you can attach a picture. So to take a picture of whatever you aim the camera at. So then that person will get the picture as well. And you can attach an audio recording, which will record for, I think, a 5 second. You get 5 seconds of recording, which they will get that recording too. So say, you're like, hey, I'm being kidnapped. I'm going down such and such road, such and such, such and such. So they can get that information as well. And you can give a description of your kidnapper. So stuff like this, like I say, can save your life. And the way, when this is enabled, the way to activate it, say you're being kidnapped, is you press the power key, which is on the right side of the phone. You press the power key 3 times quickly, and that will automatically send the SOS message to whoever your SOS contacts are. Like I said, this can save your life in a life-threatening situation. Now, the last thing that I suggest that you do when you get your new S8 or S8 Plus is to enable the blue light filter. So there's 2 ways that you can do it. You can scroll down, and then it's in the quick setting, and it's right here where you can enable blue light filter. You can go into the actual settings, and you go into display, and then you see blue light filter up here, and you click blue light filter on, and I hit the wrong button. But then you can, with a blue light filter, you can turn it on a schedule. So when I turn it on, I like to have it from I'm usually an 11 o'clock at night sleeper when I go to work in the morning. So say I turn it on at 11 o'clock p.m. You turn it on schedule. And it says sunrise, the sunset to sunrise, or you can make a custom schedule. I like the custom schedule, and I go, say, from 11 o'clock p.m. and that's what I use it for the PM, and then I'd have it turn off at 7 o'clock a.m. So that's my custom schedule that I would use, because at 7 a.m. is usually time that I get up for work. 12 p.m. Oh, that should be 12 a.m. 12 a.m. is usually the time that I would go to sleep, around that time. But it's DOAKABONDS Urban Tech Reviews. If you like this video, click that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do that easily by clicking on the little Android guy in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. If you're not following me on all my social media sites, I made that easy. All you got to do is click the description. Go in the description, click every one of those links. You can follow me on every one of my social media sites. And we out.
Goodbye, where you going? How you get there? Can I come too? I can't tell you, cause I don't know. The way I end up, nobody knows.